Hello and welcome to the TMZ Podcast. I'm Charlie Cotton,
I'm Charlie Neff.
and it appears things are getting a little more murky for Blake Lively.
Yes, fans have dug up an old scene that she had with Henry Golding, and it is a little cringy.
We'll also talk about Kanye West because he is launching a sex toy line.
Apparently, this is inspired by his love for his wife, Bianca.
And finally, great news. Meghan Markle, the jams are finally out and they're available, or they were available, because they're sold out right now.
Yep, $28 honey and flour sprinkles.
Oh, well, you have to
So posh.
you'll have to buy it on the secondary market now.
Yeah. By the way, we are live. Thank you to everyone that was waiting in the waiting room for us. We are going to go over 3 different topics. Please leave your comments because we do get to comments at the very end of the show. Even if you have a comment about us, about the TMZ podcast, about TMZ in general, let us know. And our amazing producers will pluck those out and we'll get to those at the end of the show.
So Blake Lively, she is coming under fire again because fans noticed a scene in an old movie, A Simple Favor. She did a featurette with Paul Feig, the director of A Simple Favor. This is the movie in which apparently her and Anna Kendrick had bad blood or whatever.
Right.
Well, Henry Golding was in it too.
Yes.
He was playing opposite her. They were husband and wife or whatever in the movie.
Her love interest.
So on this featurette, on like the Blu-ray version where they give the commentary, you know, it's Blake and Paul talking about the movie while the movie plays. And a particular scene plays in which Blake gropes Henry's junk.
Yes.
Cups it hard.
Yep.
And Paul Feig compliments Blake, saying that this was all her idea, that she came up with the idea to do the groping, and it was the favorite thing that he thinks that she added throughout the movie.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting in light of everything that's going on, right? Like how she has claimed that Justin Baldoni sexually harassed her on set. Remember, there was all the issues with the intimacy coordinator. But then, you know, fans are now digging up old clips of her where they're realizing, well, when it's on her watch, it's okay. But when Justin Baldoni is adding his little spice into a movie, it's not okay. And, you know, it seems like Henry Golding was okay with it. He was on board with it. Seems like, you know, this was something Blake had suggested that should be added into the scene. Henry knew it was coming. It wasn't like out of the blue. But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look good.
No, of course, like the difference is that she claims that Justin Baldoni sort of improvised the kissing on her neck and like playing with her hair, and he improvised it without running it past her.
Right.
Now,
Everybody was on board with this.
Everybody was on board, but it was all Blake's idea, and it's a sexual act, obviously, and a bigger sexual act than, you know, kissing on the neck.
Right.
So people are crying hypocrite at Blake.
Yeah. And even, do you guys remember that journalist, Kirsty Flaw?
Yes, she was the one
that had that cringy interview with her. Well, this clip was reshared by her. So I feel like she's getting like the last word.
Oh, it's Blake versus interviewer again?
Yes.
I love that. Yeah, I mean, this is still like the story that keeps on giving.
And like, as far as we know, like this thing is still headed for trial, which would be insane. Like some of the biggest celebrities in the world sitting down for trial being like, you did this. No, you did this. Like, what is happening?
But yeah, they'd have to sit both of them down for a deposition.
Yeah.
Then I think you'd have to sit down like Ryan Reynolds for, you know, he's involved. Maybe even.
But he doesn't think he's involved. He's trying to get out of the lawsuit.
But as just like a witness or something, you know, whatever. Wouldn't you have to call in Taylor Swift, because isn't she part of the whole thing with the dragons?
Yep.
Then you'd have to go through all their text messages. That's why I think just like there's no way Blake wants this going to trial, right?
Yeah, but then who wins? Who pays who?
I think you'd probably say to Justin Baldoni, look, can we do a settlement?
Mm-hmm.
Can we not say the terms of the settlement, but we both agreed to something, you know what I mean? And we will pay you money.
Oh, you think Blake's going to pay
Well,
after she filed a lawsuit saying he sexually harassed her?
Yeah.
You think she's going to come out in the end and be like, oh, here's some cash?
But her brand and Ryan's brand is in the toilet right now.
So is Justin's.
Is it really, though?
That's what he said.
That's
he
what he
claimed
said.
that.
That's what he says, but I think that, his star is on the
court
rise.
of public opinion is different.
Yeah, because he's suing her for, like, defamation and loss of earnings. I think his earnings are only going to go up after this.
Well, I mean, we don't know what maybe he lost out on, or maybe he feels like he was deserving of and didn't get because of all this.
But if this is one of those trials where the cameras are in the courtroom, it's just going to be like
an Amber Heard, Johnny Depp.
we're going to be glued to it.
Oh, it'll be the biggest thing of the year.
Yeah, and everyone's rooting for someone. I mean, I think everyone's going to be the whole sort of free Justin sort of thing.
I feel like they both should just sit down and be like, look, this was not smart from either one of us. Let's just wash our hands clean and walk away.
Right.
And not let there be a settlement. But at the same time, like, Blake is very much like, I'm speaking up for women in the industry that have been sexually harassed.
And Justin's like, I'm speaking up for men who've been smeared.
Wrongly accused. Yeah,
right.
right.
It's an interesting case. Okay, on to our next story. Kanye West is a great businessman. He's launching a sex toy range. Well, he's filed paperwork to do it anyway. The paperwork says the name is Villadrome. No, Villadrome. Villadrome. Doesn't really make sense sexually to me. I don't really understand what he's trying to get at. But the patent will cover sexual activity apparatus, devices, and articles. He's set to be inspired by Bianca. What a strange. I didn't see this coming. He's all on his sort of Nazi anti-Semitic crusade.
But remember, he wanted to do like the porn.
He's a sex addict, admittedly.
Yes, he wanted to like create his own porn or whatever.
And he kind of does with Bianca every day.
Yeah, when she stepped out at the Grammys, basically in nothing. Like, this is his whole thing now, is like nudity and saying something offensive.
I just came up with what he's going to do with this.
What?
He's going to have like a penis thing or a vagina thing, sell both, and both of them are based off Kanye and Bianca.
Oh, I could see that.
I could see him saying, do you want, to sleep with me tonight? You know what I mean? Like, I could see him doing that.
I don't know any girls that are like, Kanye West is my number one.
No.
Like, I don't know any girls that have ever said that.
He's not sexy.
Not to say he wouldn't get chicks.
Right.
For sure he would. But, like, I personally have never heard anyone finding him, like, mega attractive.
Bianca, on the other hand.
Oh, she's gorge.
I could see guys buying, some sort of fleshlight type thing. You know what I mean? Guys are creeps.
God.
Guys are creeps.
You guys are dogs.
We are dogs, but I actually could think that might actually be a good business idea. I think that might sell.
Oh, my gosh. Well, a source told Radar.com it is going to be a pretty extreme range of toys and gadgets, and he's using himself and Bianca as the inspiration and models for the lines. He is desperate to get his finances back on track and is trying ever more desperate measures to try and boost his cash pile.
Okay, well,
I mean, he's kind of been canceled from everything. And you know how you make money? Quick, easy money?
Sex.
Sex
sells. Okay, on to our final story. Meghan Markle's jams are here.
Yes! I'm so
ever.
sad because I signed up.
Oh, to notify me?
Yeah, do you remember, like, originally they did, like, a soft launch where she sent out her homemade jams to, like, a bunch of different celebrities, and they posted it, like, oh, jams, Megan's jams.
Yeah.
I had signed up for the email to get the alert of when it's for sale. Yeah, don't miss that.
Charlie, that's almost a TMZ story,
That an email didn't go out?
Because everyone loves dumping on Meghan Markle, metaphorically. Yeah. And so, like, I believe that she has had a few mess ups. Like, I saw a story the other day that on her website, her official as ever link misspelt words in it as well.
Oh, how do you misspell as ever?
They misspelled official.
Oh,
forgot the I or something. Yeah, I know. But now they forgot the email. Well, I mean, it didn't matter to her because the jams are sold out.
Yeah, right.
And all the other random crap she's trying to hide.
Yeah, so the line features a $28 jar of wildflower honey, which is delicious. Do you know why it's called wildflower honey?
Are the flowers wild?
Yeah, so basically the bees, they'll go and pollinate like in a certain area, right?
Okay, yeah.
So they'll sometimes put like bees, like you'll have certain honey that are like pollinated with different flowers that the bees were at. So the wildflower one is like obviously wildflowers that the bees were pollinating at, and they make their honey from all of the wildflowers.
Interesting.
So you can have bees that like only pollinate with like, I don't know, poppies. And then it's a poppy honey.
Isn't poppy what makes heroin?
Yeah, I think it is actually.
Poppy honey, wow.
I do like a poppy seed like bagels.
Oh, me too. Man, bees are such a hardworking animal.
I know.
You know how many bees?
Insect.
Insect. They take so many bees to make a little honey. You know what I mean?
So it's their life work.
It's their
For
life work.
what?
They wake up every morning and they just get to work. You know what I mean?
No, it's so sad.
There's no lazy bees.
No, there's not. Except for maybe the queen.
Ah,
She's just there.
very true.
Getting drunk off of honey.
Very true. What a life. What a life.
What a life.
Okay, should we read out some of your comments?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so for the Blake Lively story, Eminem said, "Oh, Blake, please stop." Justin said, "I felt like we left school for spring break, came back, and this Blake Justin COVID flu is still lurking around. It's still going on."
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
for sure.
we come down with the Blake Justin every couple weeks.
Yeah. Ugh. Galera said, "Justin Baldoni will not settle."
I think so too.
And I don't think Blake is going to settle either. So what? Who's going to budge?
I just think that she's going to lose this thing is what I think.
Oh,
And so I think that even though she was the first one to fire the first shot,
yeah.
I think she should also be the one to go, my bad, I'm going to pay you
No, I
$10
feel like you got to
million.
stick with it. You got to stick with it.
I'll pay you $10 million. Go, like, let's not say that I settled with you. Let's just say we settled. You don't want those text messages. Well, I don't know. I just think, I agree. I don't think Justin Baldoni will settle.
For the Kanye West story, Randall said, "Kanye West needs to launch himself in a straitjacket."
That'd actually be kind of funny, like a
I could
easy
see him
puffer
doing.
jacket.
I could see him
straight
doing
jacket.
like a music video with like a straight jacket in like a padded room, like as inspiration.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Maddie said the dirt is on Kim now for not saving her kids from him.
Big facts.
You were really pushing this yesterday.
I think if she doesn't go to the judge and say, I need full custody, I can't let my kids around this maniac, I think the judge would say, I totally agree, Kim. And so obviously there's reasons why she hasn't done that yet. Maybe she's worried about what Kanye might do.
Yeah.
He's a volatile guy. But I mean, you can't negotiate with terrorists.
I know.
And Kanye is just terrorizing the family. And you can't be like, oh, what is he going to do if I take the kids away? No, you need to take the kids away because they're your priority, not
It's
him.
also sad when he said that he didn't even want kids with her.
Right.
2 months going into their relationship.
Right.
Which, like, if you're the kid, you're reading that would be hurtful.
Or your friends are telling you on the playground.
Right. Your dad didn't even want you.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be horrible.
So I think, yeah, if Kim doesn't do something about it, then she's culpable as well. Like she's the sane one here. She needs to make sure her kids are safe.
Yeah. By the way, we didn't mention this in the show, but yesterday, big news broke. Val Kilmer passed away, R.I.P. He died at 65 from pneumonia. What was your favorite Val Kilmer movie?
Just in Batman, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay, Batman.
Yeah, I got to say.
I mean, he was a hottie back in the day. Like,
Right.
I loved him in Willow. Did you ever watch Willow?
I didn't.
It was like, I don't know, I want to say like an 80s movie. But of course, people remember him from Top Gun, and he famously came back for the Top Gun movie with remake with Miles Teller, but didn't really speak because he had that like throat cancer.
Right.
Anyways, R.I.P. Val Kilmer.
Yeah, totally. He'd
Very
been
sad.
battling that throat cancer for a while.
Years.
And then, was so weak. And then ultimately, I think, died of pneumonia.
Yeah, Hollywood will miss him. Couple miscellaneous comments from you guys. Eminem said, Charlie Cotton finally tried Vegemite. 3 out of 4 thumbs up in our house. My youngest loves it. Says it made her toast taste like bacon.
Oh, wow.
Avocado, cheddar, and Vegemite are a great combo.
Eminem, totally.
Wow.
Totally. I agree.
Eminem always cooking things up in the kitchen.
I agree. Good for you.
Yeah. Joan said, I just want to say I watch the Charlies all the time. I love my Charlies.
Thank you, Joan.
Joan, you put Charlies with EY. We're IE. You got it right the first time. Ari May said, 531 people here. Are you all supposed to be working? This is work. Sitting next to you is work.
Yeah, but I appreciate that there's lots of people like, we're having more people
Engaging?
watch us live
I
and
know.
comment, and there's a lot of people in the waiting room before we even start.
I know. It's crazy.
So we're loving it. So thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you so much. And if you guys remember, we did give away a free TMZ t-shirt to a fan that was watching the podcast live.
We're trying to make that.
And she received it in Canada and she sent a photo of her wearing the shirt, loves it, said it's great quality. So glad that happened.
Yeah.
Justin said, what up to the TMZ producers behind the scenes? No one understands how much work it takes to make this show seem flawless. Y'all are seen. Woo! Shout out to all our producers over here. We've got 4 people behind the camera.
I bet Wild's just going as Justin this morning. You know what I mean?
Are you leaving these comments, Wild?
Wild, Miguel, Tony, and Branson.
Yes.
Thank you guys very much.
Thank you guys.
And we appreciate you guys coming here, watching or listening to the episode. Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you, Charlie.
And we'll see you
catch
guys
you tomorrow.
Goodbye.